Good afternoon, students. Today we will see data cubes from chapter number 6, which is data warehouse. So we have seen in classroom that in a data warehouse we have a large collection of database and which when collected, which is being refined through its architecture and by performing the ETL operation. So we have the finest data which is flawless. On this flawless data, the data mining tools are being applied. Then we can conclude or we can take certain decisions on the basis of the data. Now, suppose we want to visualize the data in the database. So, there are few operations which we can perform on the given database for the visualization purpose. So, for visualization, from this entire data set, we prepare a cube which is called as a data cube. So I will share a PPT for it. So this is today's topic. So chapter 6, data warehouse, and this is the topic which we are going to see. So these are the 5 operations which we can perform on the data cube. So let us try to understand first that what is a data cube actually. So as we can see that this is a data cube, and this data cube has number of measures written or the subject written. So what are these measures? These measures are called as the subject or they are called as the dimensions of a data cube. As we have studied that there are 4 different characteristics of database, which is subject oriented, time variant, non-volatile. So time is the implicit or explicit, what we can say, dimension in every data warehouse. So here also we have taken time in terms of quarters. So we have time in terms of quarters 1, 2, 3, 4. So first quarter indicates the first 3 months, that is January, February, March. We are talking about some product like TV, AC, PC, and the expenditure which is done on entertainment devices. We have one more dimension which is location. This location is in the form of cities. So Bangalore, Mysore, Pune, and Nagpur. So these are the various cities on which a manager has to concentrate. So now talking about this data cube, and now we will apply the 5 set of operations on this data cube. So one by one we are going to see the operations. The first operation, it is called as the roll-up operation, or it is also called as the drill-up operation. Here, the user can climb up the concept hierarchy to reach to a particular decision. For example, suppose that the manager wants to have a report wherein the sale of uh, these various 4 products, it should be not city-wise, but it should be instead state-wise. So as we can see over here, Mysore and Bangalore, they belongs to Karnataka, while Pune and Nagpur, they belongs to Maharashtra. So a consolidated report location, which is state-wise, a manager needs to perform. So for that, he has to perform a roll-up operation. To perform this roll-up operation, after performing this roll-up operation, this data cube is generated, and as you can see that 650, the sale on TV or the expenditure on TV was 650 for quarter 1, and for Mysore it was 525. It is now collectively 1175. Okay, so in this way we can perform the roll up operation. Opposite of roll up is the drill down operation, and here we have to climb down the concept hierarchy. There will be no aggregation, but there will be segregation of the data as per the query which is fired by the user. So this is the original data cube which we are talking about. So now what the manager is looking for, he is looking for sell in first quarter, not quarter wise, but now he is looking for the month wise, and that too he is looking for entertainment. Okay, so this 925 will now be segregated as per the expenditure which is done by the people month wise. So here, after performing the operation, what we find out, in January it was 425, in February it was 350, and in March it is 150. So now we have a segregated view of data. So now a manager may devise his strategy that how to increase the sell on entertainment in the month of March, because people are spending less in the month of March regarding entertainment. Now we have the next operation, which is the slice operation. A slice operation is, suppose we are given a cube and we can slice it as per one, by considering one dimension at a time. So it will give us view regarding one dimension, so that the data cube will not be complex, and thus the decision making can be made more simple if we talk about one dimension at a time. Suppose that now we are into March month, and suppose that we have to see the sale of the first quarter. Now, since April 2020 is yet to rise, then there is no point of looking at the sell on these four products from the April month to the January month. In such case, we will slice as per the dimension Q1. So it is, this operation is given over here, and as you can see that we have only one table sort of thing. So now instead of multiple time quarters, we are talking about a single time quarter. We have the same cities and same products, and you can see that this data, it is same as this data. So we have performed a slice operation which is performed on only one dimension, as opposed to the dice operation which is performed on multiple dimensions at a time. So here, again, for the simplicity of the business decision making, we can dice perform a dice operation on more than one dimensions. So for this, the dimensions we have taken is, the dimension can be Q1 or Q2. So we are talking about two dimensions at a time, and we have taken two products at a time, that is TV and AC. So now we are looking for a very concise data cube for our decision making. So when we apply these two dimensions on this data cube, we get a diced view of the data cube. So it is called as the dice operation. Last operation is the pivot or the rotate operation. So as we can see that this is a slice, and this slice has dimension